Hi everybody, Dr. Biology here, and this video is about cohesion-tension theory of water transport through the xylem, and it's related to AQA A-level biology. So first of all, let's do a quick spec check. So if we look at the spec, we're going to talk about the xylem today. If you're interested in the phloem and translocation, then you can check out my other video on translocation. I'll put the address in the description. Also, I plan to do another one about looking at correlations and causal relationships, and also experiments and investigations related to both cohesion tension and translocation. So before we talk about cohesion tension, let's talk about the xylem. So the xylem does transport water and ions up the plant. It has elongated cells arranged end to end to form a continuous column. Okay, they have no end walls between them, they're hollow, and they're dead cells, and they're made of lignin, a thick cell wall of lignin, and they're rigid, so they're less likely to collapse. The narrow lumen increases the height water can rise due to what we call cohesion tension. So cohesion tension theory, so if I move myself out of the way, the main driving force you need to realize is actually at the top here, at the top of the tree, which is transpiration. So transpiration draws water from the leaf. So you can see that the water removed from the leaf and removed from the xylem, and it travels through the leaf and then through the stoma. When water evaporates, it's actually reducing the water potential. So actually what's happening is that water is being moved constantly through. And you might remember about the properties of water, that cohesion and adhesion occurs with water, and we'll talk about those when we talk about the theory. So you also need to be aware that water moves via osmosis, and it's related to water potential, which I would ask you to remind yourself about water potential. So let's look at cohesion tension. So first of all, water molecules are moving up the xylem. They always move in one direction, and they're moving up the lignified cells. You can see they've got no end walls, and there are two things that happen. So related to the property of water, you've got adhesion occurring. So adhesion occurs when water molecules are attracted to the walls of the vessel element. So the adhesion onto the walls. And then you've got cohesion between the water molecules. So cohesion occurs because they're attracted to each other. Some water molecules move up the vessel element. They pull other water molecules with them. So to summarize all of that for you in one kind of exemplar answer, water does evaporate from the leaves via the stomata due to transpiration. This reduces the water potential in the cell, and it increases the water potential gradient. So therefore water is drawn out of the xylem into the leaf and through the stoma. As this happens, this creates tension. So cohesive forces between water molecules pull the water up as a column, and water lost enters the roots via osmosis. And water is moving up, it's against gravity, and water is also adhesive, so it sticks to the edges of the column. You sometimes will see quite applied questions related to looking at things like the amount of the rate of transpiration and the diameter of the tree trunk, and they might ask you to describe and explain this type of graph. So the kind of thing they're looking for is to talk about the rate of transpiration. So how would you describe and explain it? Well, transpiration is going to be its highest at 12 o'clock. This is when water flows at its maximum. As the rate of flow increases, it increases to a maximum, and then it decreases to a minimum again at 2400 hours. What is happening? Well, evaporation increases during the morning due to a higher temperature and light, That's causing the stomata to open, photosynthesis to occur. So it pulls the water molecules up the xylem because of cohesion. This transpiration through the stoma pull creates a negative pressure or tension in the xylem. And the greater the rate of transpiration, the greater the flow, the greater the tension. And that is why the diameter of the trunk slightly shrinks. Hope you found that useful. Please do subscribe to Dr. Biology. There are more videos coming this year. And I'm hoping also to do a video on the application of phloem and xylem theories. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.